Hello student, let us discuss chemical features of alkali metals. Now first we have reaction with the towards air. Okay. Now here these alkali metals forms oxide, as you know very well. In presence of dry air they are going to form the oxides. So after that these oxides react with the water to form the hydroxide. Let us see the equation. Here we have equation that I will discuss later. So here what they burn vigorously in oxygen form the oxides. So in presence of oxygen they are going to form the oxides. Now if you see here, lithium is going to form the lithium monoxide. Here you can see the equation. Lithium and reaction with the oxygen gives rise to lithium monoxide. Next come to the sodium. What happens? Going to form the monoxide in presence of a limited supply of oxygen, and if you go for the excess of oxygen, what happen? It is going to form the peroxide. Here we can see the equation. Sodium, when you supply the limited oxygen, it is giving the sodium monoxide, means having the only single oxygen like lithium monoxide. When you go for the excess of oxygen, it is giving the peroxide. Here formula is what? Sodium peroxide Na2O2. Now come to the other metals of this group, means potassium onwards. What happened? They are going to form the superoxide. Here, so if you see here what happened? Potassium is going to form the what? Superoxide. So here lithium is what? Monoxide. Sodium depends on the what? Oxygen supply. If it is limited, it's going to form the monoxide. If it is excess, peroxide. Whereas potassium onwards, what happens? Going to form the what? Here superoxide. Here if you go for the anion onwards, O2 minus. Why? Because means if you go dissociation, you are going to get the what? K plus and O2 minus. So now this is the what? O2 minus. Why it is now potassium only? Why potassium onwards only you are going to get the superoxide? Means here reason is why? Because means this superoxide nothing but O2 minus ion going to stabilize in presence of larger cation. Okay, if you see here, if come to lithium plus, okay, sodium, after that we have the ion Na plus. Okay, lithium, sodium, potassium onwards, what happen? Size of the cation going to be increases, isn't it? Okay, so this O2 minus will be stabilized in presence of larger cation only. Because of that reason we are going to find out the superoxide from potassium onwards. Here you can see the anion. Okay, oxide monoxide means O2 minus, peroxide means O2 minus 2, whereas superoxide means O2 minus. Okay, here you can see the charges. These are the anions of particular oxides. So already we discussed, depends the products depends on the what? Metal and the conditions. Means here for example metal means lithium is going to form the monoxide, isn't it? And here sodium, if you see, if you go for the limited oxide, monoxide. Excess means peroxide, means depends on the condition. Now here lithium show a different character. It is directly react with the nitrogen of air and forms the lithium nitrate. Generally what happen? Other metals does not going to form the nitrates. Okay, I mean they are not going to react with the nitrogen. But here lithium is reacting with the nitrogen and going to form the what? Nitrides. What is the formula of nitrate? Lithium nitrate means here Li3N. Okay, why? Because means as you know very well, lithium having the +1 charge. Okay, nitrogen maximum here if you see N minus 3. If you go for the crisscross, you have in the formula what? Li3N. This is a lithium nitrate formula. Next we have reaction with the hydrogen. Okay, already we know reaction with the hydrogen, they are going to form the what? Metal hydrides. So here already we discussed types of types of hydrides in the hydrides compounds, isn't it? Okay, now so alkali metals react with the hydrogen directly at a particular temperature. How much we have? 300 to 600 degrees, and forms the hydrates. The reaction you can write as a what? Metal, 2 moles of metal, hydrogen 300 to 600 degree temperature gives rise to metal hydrides. Here metal you can take the lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium. Okay. So these hydrides are ionic in nature. Already we discussed, okay, types of hydrides. We have ionic hydrides, covalent, interstitial. In that already we discussed what S-black elements, okay. But what here we have the first A group elements. These are going to form the ionic hydrides, okay. Hydrides means what? Any element if it is combined with the hydrogen giving the what? Hydrides. So classification already we discussed. So these are giving the what? Ionic hydrides. Their ionic nature increases with the metallic nature of alkali metal. So once the metallic nature increases, what happens? Ionic nature is going to be increases. Next let us see reaction with the halogens. Okay. All the alkali metals react with the halogen to give the binary compounds. Nothing but what? We have the two elements that is called binary compounds. So here you can see metal and reaction with the halogen. This halogen you can take anyone, okay, like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So here the chemical reactivity in the alkali metal increases with the atomic number. Means if you go for the reaction, what happened? We have the lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. Okay. So here what happened? Means the atomic number increases, what happened? Reactivity is going to be increases. Means cesium will react fastly with the halogen compared to lithium and sodium, potassium, rubidium. Okay. All these metal halides are ionic in nature. If you come to the nature means here we have the ionic compound. Best example you know very well, isn't it? Sodium chloride. Already we discussed the ionic bond best example. Okay. So here you can see what happened. 2 moles of sodium and reaction with the chlorine gives rise to what? Sodium chloride, isn't it? Is it having the what? Ionic nature. So halides having the what? Metal halides having the ionic nature. Now if you see the alkali metals, here already we discussed from lithium to sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium. What happened? Reactivity going to be increases with the what? With the increasing atomic number. So here if you see the ionic character here, if you see here we have some lithium somewhat exceptional, okay. So why? Because means here if you see, however, lithium halides are somewhat covalent. What we are telling? We are telling maximum they were having the ionic nature, isn't it? And one more thing you have to remember, we don't have 100% ionic and 100% covalent bond, isn't it? Already we discussed in the Fazan's rules. So here lithium along with the ionic, but it has somewhat more covalent nature than that of the ionic. Why? Because of what? Polarization capacity. What is the polarization capacity? Means what? Here the distortion of electron cloud of an anion by cation is called polarization. What is the meaning of polarization? Means here you can see, okay, this is we have the cation, okay, this is going to polarizer. So what is here? For example, in absence of here cation, you can see that we have the symmetric cloud of anion, isn't it? But what happened when this cation is going to come towards the anion? There is a disturbance, okay, disturbance in the electron cloud, that is called what? Polarization. Here you can see this is a what? Unpolarized anion. This is a what? Polarized anion. Okay. So polarization cation means this is going to disturb, means cation is going to disturb anion, that is called what? Polarization. So here, so lithium having the more polarization capacity. So what is happening here? The lithium ion is very small in size and has tendency to disturb electron cloud around the negative halide ion. Since anion with a large size can easily disturb, among the halide lithium iodide is the most covalent in nature. So what happened here? One thing what I want to came means polarization is more, means here. So what happened? Covalent nature is going to be increases, okay. More polarization means more covalent nature is going to increases. So what happened here? Lithium going to disturb the anion, means here what happened? More polarization is going to be increases. So it having the what? Covalent nature. So if come to here, now if you see here lithium, we have the lithium fluoride, lithium chloride, lithium bromide and lithium iodide. So here I am taking the ionic form. So here lithium plus lithium bromide and lithium iodide. Now here what happened? If you see the anion size, what happened? Going to be increases from the fluoride to iodide. So what happened here? This lithium can easily disturb the iodide. Iodide ion. Why? Because means size is big. So compared here, what happened? Among these one, lithium iodide having the more covalent nature. Why? Because means it is going to disturb more the iodide ion. Why? Because it having the large size. So more polarization means what? More covalent nature. Now next we have reaction with the water. So simply what happened? In the water they are going to dissolve and going to form the what? Bases and with the liberation of hydrogen. So the alkali metal decomposes water vigorously, means here what happened? Water is going to decompose as a what? H plus and OH minus. So and liberate the dihydrogen. Already we discussed in preparation of dihydrogen also. The chemical reactivity of this metal increases as the atomic number increases. So if you see the reactivity, it is going to increases from the what? Lithium to cesium. The metal hydroxides are formed here, means one metals when dissolves in the water, you are going to get the what? Metal hydroxides. Now here they also react with the proton donors such as alcohol, gaseous ammonia and alkynes. So here I took the one example. So this is a proton donor. Why? Because means going to give the proton. Now if you see the sodium metal, what happens? It's going to react with this proton donor and you are going to get the what? Alkoxide with the liberation of hydrogen. Here we have the example like alcohol. So I took the alcohol here. You can see here we have the ethanol. We have the sodium metal react with the ethanol, giving the sodium ethoxide with the liberation of hydrogen. So like that it's going to react with this metal with ammonia and alkyne, especially we are taking the ethine. So it's going to react with all these proton donors. Next we have reducing nature. Reducing nature means what? It's undergo oxidation. Simply as you know very well, these having the tendency to lose the electron, isn't it? So M is converted into M plus. So if you see the oxidation number here, in the elemental state oxidation number 0. Here we have the mono in atomic, if it's having the single atom with whatever the charge is there, that we are taking the oxidation number. So here the oxidation number, how much? Here we have the plus 1. So 0 to plus 1 what? Increase in oxidation number. So it is a what? Oxidation. So it is acting as a what? Reducing agent. So here alkali metals are strong reducing agent. Why? Because means as you know very well, if it is lose the one electron, they are going to get the noble gas configuration. So for example, if you take the sodium, it is losing the electron, convert into Na plus. Na plus means what? We have the 10 electrons. So it's getting the one neon electronic configuration. So because of that reason, they are acting as a what? Strong reducing agent. So here if you see, lithium is the most powerful reducing agent than the sodium is a poor reducing agent. Why? Because means here how you are going to measure the reducing nature means with a standard electrode potential. So here we have the electrodes. Once you keep the electrodes, what happens? They are going to generate some potential, that is called standard electrode potential. About that you are going to learn detail in the second year. So here lithium has the highest hydration enthalpy and it has the high negative standard SEP means what? Here standard electrode potential, that is called with simply SEP, or we have the symbol what? E naught. Hence it has a high reducing power. Especially if you take the lithium, why it having the high reducing power compared to sodium means it has the high hydration enthalpy. What is the hydration enthalpy? I will discuss later. Along with that, it has the negative standard electrode potential. Because of these two reasons, it has the what? High reducing nature. Next, if you see here, if these metals dissolve in the liquid ammonia, what happen? They are going to develop the deep blue color solution, okay? And these are conducting in nature, okay? Let us see the image now. Here you can see here, when it dissolves in the liquid ammonia, means you are taking the ammonia in the form of liquid, and when dissolves the metal, what happen? They are going to develop the what? Deep blue color because of, okay, why the reason we will discuss now. So they are conducting, why? Because means here the blue color of the solution is due to ammoniated electron which absorbs the energy in the visible region of light and thus import the blue color out to the solution. Okay, why you are going to get the blue color means here you can see when metal dissolves in the liquid ammonia, you are going to get the what? Ammoniated metal along with the ammoniated electron. Here what is the meaning of ammoniated electron means simply take the electrons, okay, around the what electron ammonia is going to be surrounded, okay, that is called what? Ammoniated electrons. This is the word ammoniated electrons. So why you are going to get the blue color mean? Because of presence of ammoniated electron and these are conducting. Why? Because means once we have the electron means, as you know very well, we have the conductance. So they are going to conduct they have the conducting nature. Next, here these solutions are paramagnetic. Why? Because means we have the unpaired electrons are there means they are having the paramagnet. Paramagnetic means what? They are going to attack by the magnet. And what happen if you go for the standing liberate hydrogen result in the formation of amide. So here if you go for keep as such, what happen? They are going to form the amide. This is the formula of amide, okay, and with liberation of hydrogen. Now if you see next, in the concentrated solution, the blue color changes to bronze color on warming and becomes diamagnetic. Here what happened? If you go for the concentrated means what happened? You are going to increase the metal concentration. So then what happened? This blue color is slowly turns to what? Bronze color and it's become what? Diamagnetic means electrons going to be paired. Okay, it is going to initially we have the paramagnetic, but once you increase the concentration, what happened? Color is changed to from the blue to brown and it's become what? Diamagnetic. Here already we discussed about this image. Now let us discuss the hydration enthalpy or hydration energy. How can you what is the definition of hydration enthalpy or hydration energy means? Here for example you are taking the sodium, okay. So what happened once you dissolve in the sodium? When dissolved in the water, what happened? You are going to get some ion, okay. So what happened around this ion? Some water molecules are going to be surrounded, okay. During this process some amount of energy going to be liberated. This enthalpy, this energy is called as what? Hydration energy or hydration enthalpy. Let us see here what is the definition. The energy released when 1 gram mole of an ion, I am talking about ion, is dissolved in the water to get it hydrated. Means what? It is going to be around the metal ion. What happened? Water molecule is going to be surrounded. That is called hydrated. Is called what? Hydration energy. No, liberated, the energy is going to liberate, that is called hydration energy. Since the degree of hydration decreases from lithium to cesium, the hydration energy of alkali metal ions also decreases from lithium to cesium. So what is the meaning of this one means? So if you see here we have the ion like lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium, isn't it? Now if you see the size, lithium having the ion size small, then sodium, then potassium, then rubidium, then cesium. So what happened here? Because of small size, this lithium going to attract so many water molecules compared to sodium, okay. So why? Because means having the smaller size, so it's attracting the more water molecule means what happens? Going to liberate the more energy, okay. So if you see here you can see liberation of energy delta H, we are going to add the minus. Minus indicate means what? It is a what? Energy going to liberate. You can see here. Lithium is having the 506, sodium having the 406. Means what happened? Because of small size, it's going to attract the more water molecule and more energy going to liberate. So lithium having the more hydration enthalpy after the sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium. Okay, so cesium having the least hydration enthalpy among the alkali metals. So this is the definition of hydration enthalpy. So it is going to come again and again. There I am not going to discuss again. Okay. Next, they are going to form the carbonates and bicarbonates. Okay. Now, carbonates formula, general formula we have M2CO3. Bicarbonates formula we have MnCO3. Okay. So if you see here, nature of carbonates means in this. Now, so this in that lithium carbonate is a very unstable to heat. Generally, what happen? The stability going to increases, but here what happened? Lithium carbonate is very unstable and it is going to decompose as a what? Lithium monoxide and carbon dioxide. What is the reason? Means again here the reason is what? Polarization. Okay, here. So here we have the what? Lithium having the small size cation and carbonate ion having the somewhat big size. So ion, as you know very well, polarization means cation disturb the anion. So more polarization, because of polarization what happened? It is going to decompose as a lithium monoxide CO2. Here see, as the electropositivity character increase down the group, the stability of the carbonates and the hydrogen carbonate increases. Generally what happened? Stability going to be increases. But here lithium carbonate is not so stable to heat, so it is not stable. So what happened? Lithium being very small in size and polarizes a large carbonate ion, leading to the formation of more stable lithium monoxide CO2. Means what it will tell lithium, instead of staying together, I will be happy if it's go for lithium monoxide CO2. It is more stable, okay, compared to if you go for the lithium carbonate. Why? Because of polarization. It's hydrogen bicarbonate, nothing but here lithium bicarbonate is a liquid. Okay, generally remaining all are having the solid, but here it does not exist as a solid. It is going to exist as a what? Liquid. Here you can see thermal stability of carbonates increases. So from lithium carbonate to cesium carbonate, stability going to be increases. Lithium carbonate is very unstable. It is decomposed as a lithium monoxide and CO2. Now if you come to the bicarbonate, already we discussed, they are going to form the bicarbonate as a what? MnCO3 formula. So all are solids, but here what happened? Except lithium bicarbonate is exist in the what? Liquid state. And if you go for the heating, what happened? Bicarbonates are converted into carbonates with the liberation of CO2 and H2. Okay. So generally what happened here? You can see. Just now we told here lithium carbonate is exceptional. Okay. Lithium carbonate. Sorry. Here lithium carbonate is a what? Here lithium bicarbonate exists in the solid. So here bicarbonate, this is the bicarbonates. When you heat, it's going to give the carbonates with the CO2 and H2O. The solubility of carbonates and bicarbonate increases and moving down the group due to decrease in lattice enthalpy. Here, one thing you have to remember, for the solubility we have the relation here, solubility and lattice enthalpy we have the inverse relation. Okay, lattice enthalpy we have the inverse relation. Okay, what is the lattice enthalpy? Already we discussed in the chemical bonding. Okay, lattice enthalpy means what? The energy required 1 mole of any lattice to the what? To particular ion. For example, sodium is say you are going to decompose for example in A plus Cl minus, and that you have to get the what? Gaseous ions. Okay, 1 mole. What is that? Already we discussed. You can see the in thermodynamics also. So here we have inverse relation. Okay, so solubility have the inverse relation with the what? Lattice enthalpy. So what happened here? Solubility going to be increases. So solubility going to increases means here lattice enthalpy going to be decreases. Okay, so means what happened? You can easily break the that bicarbonate. So energy is less. Energy is less means the solubility going to be increases. Here you can see the solubility going to be increases from lithium bicarbonate to cesium bicarbonate. Here we have the mixture of sodium carbonate and potassium carbonate is called as a fusion mixture, and only potassium carbonate is called as a what? Pearl ash. Generally we have some names that you have better to remember. Next we have nitrates. Okay, generally they are going to form the MnO3 types of general formula. We have the nitrates. Okay, nitrates. Okay, now here generally if you go for the heating, what happen? Except lithium nitrate. Okay, lithium nitrate on heating decomposes to NO2 and O2, while the other nitrates, what happen? Nitrates are converted into nitrates with the oxygen. Here again lithium going to show some different behavior. So here you can see lithium nitrate, when you go for the heating, it's formed with the monoxide NO2 with oxygen, whereas sodium nitrates gives the sodium nitrites. Here if NO3 is there, mean it is about nitrates. Okay, nitrates. Okay, NO2 means it is called nitrites. Okay, be careful. Nitrates means NaNO3. Okay, nitrates means NaNO2. So here if you go for the heating, generally all are going to nitrates are converted to nitrates, but lithium is forming the monoxide NO2 exception here. Here sodium nitrate is called what? Chili saltpeter, and potassium nitrate is called what? Indian saltpeter. Generally we have some names. Okay, this is chili saltpeter, and potassium nitrate is called Indian saltpeter. So these are the chemical properties of alkali metals.